This is Brother Ron, and welcome to We All Be News Radio and TV, the news-free Dixie for the 21st century.
Joe Brown's honor to have you back on the show. A lot of things happened this past weekend with the March for Our Lives and the fallout from that, as well as what was going on with the president. There's always something in the news going on with Trump. But I want to talk to you about what your thoughts were about the March for Our Lives and your thoughts about this issue of gun control.
Well, all right. Let me say this. This sounds somewhat specious, but there is a reality. These kids claim that they have a right to be safe. It is an extension of this disgusting entitlement that I see in this generation where everything should come to them because they want it. You have no entitlement to be safe and live on the planet Earth. You can get hit by an asteroid, meteorite. You can get wiped out by a tornado, typhoon, hurricane, tsunami. You can get wiped out by a volcano. You can get wiped out by lightning strike, if I haven't already said that, earthquake. You can get hit by hail. You can get bitten by something. You have no safe environment. It is not safe.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing is history shows that unless you're willing to meet aggression with force to resist it, you are not safe. So there are people that died so that you could be safe, so they feel entitled to safety, but they don't want to put back in it. So they want to rely on what to make them safe? Oh, the police? Well, guess what? Maybe some of their same fellow citizens who have a deep suntan might find that they don't want to call the police when they need to be safe because instead of being protected, they get wiped out and brutalized and killed because they had a cell phone. All right? Hey, some people have a different situation. You talk about let's get the guns out of the way, and what did you do? You still haven't gotten the unmanly cretins who didn't have a dad around or a society around that would put man training in them so they could control the violence. You see, 50 years ago, I can remember when the cry was war is a man thing. So the way to stop it is to raise boys like girls so they'll just be emotional instead of being violent. Well, they've gotten that kind of society. They've emasculated the republic. It's already been, endemic in our neighborhoods. That's a matriarchy. There are no guys around. There's no dad in the pad, and that's bad. But, well, what they've gotten is what they asked for 50 years ago in one way or another, and that's not good because here we are talking about violence. You see, this man training that people talked about produced toxic masculinity was also the device that socialization and acculturation of the human developed and evolved in lockstep with human physiology as it evolved. So you take the apex predator on the planet Earth that kills better than anything else that lives here, and you put in his own head the main control factor by appropriately socializing and acculturating him. It's like that old Star Wars thing where Yoda's riding on Luke's back and he's whispering in his ear, a Jedi stays strong, a Jedi controls his anger, he must. A Jedi does not go to the dark side of the Force. A Jedi is not emotional. A Jedi controls himself. A Jedi is interested in the many. You see, you change Jedi to man, and that's what you're supposed to get when you get man training. Somebody, mom, who is also able to put it into this, like the Spartan mothers did. They said, son, come back with your shield on it, do or die, because she perceived that she had an interest in the outcome. The people needed protection, and her son was growing up to be one of the protectors. Men protect and serve. Women are a resource. Women and children in the lifeboat first. That's the way it goes. That's our task in life. We can get violent, but you see, our man training is supposed to acculturate and socialize us so we do not get violent in an inappropriate situation and we become men of peace. But when necessary, we can, when called upon, behave bravely and courageous. Now, I'm looking at this thing here, and I just started thinking about some of the logical conclusions. People were talking about violence. Let's look right back down to Florida. This was yesterday. Some youth went off and killed somebody else. No reason to do it. You know what he used?
What?
Baseball bat. He didn't use a gun. That's another example. He got a cretin that's out of control. He can go Stone Age on you. Did you see this thing in the news where some dingbat principal doesn't want armed teachers, but he's installed in each classroom a bucket full of river stones / rocks so the kids can throw rocks at somebody if they come in there to try to shoot them up?
Yes, sir.
Then there is the real bottom line to this whole thing. The military's got a saying. It says, bullets kill a lot of people, but only high explosive kills enough. And most of the casualties in any war since the Napoleonic days, most of them are the result of artillery. And guess what the main artillery is in U.S. howitzer and cannon shells and for most of the rest of the world? It's in part, you know where you can buy it? Go to your home and garden store, and it's the most common fertilizer in America. You can buy 25 pounds of it for about $10. It's called ammonium nitrate. It's exactly what Timothy McVeigh used 200 pounds of to blow up the courthouse in Oklahoma City. He got 250-some people. So there are no controls on that. You don't need ID. Just walk and buy it. Sheriff's department around here, when they want to blow something up, they go to the lawn and garden store down 3rd Street, or is it, down Thomas, I think, and they buy 25 pounds of fertilizer and they go blow it up. So if you take the one tool away, that doesn't change the cretin who can go to something even more dangerous. Now, if you want to talk about numbers of kids getting killed, I've got a proposition. Since so many more of them get killed by bad driving and immaturity behind the wheel, let's raise the driving age to 21. Let's make the first driving test a lot more detailed and strict so we can cut out those who are bad drivers. That will promote ecology, the use of public transportation, and keep the kids out of mischief since they don't seem to have the maturity to control themselves these days. And as I said, let's ban cell phones for those at least those that have a text function. You have to be over 21 because why? So many of them want to commit suicide because somebody texted them something that got them bent out of shape. They're weak. And, oh, heavens no, they want to exercise this prerogative, this entitlement to be safe. Well, let's make them safe. So it gets kind of crazy. Now, we can change that, but it is a bad thing. And, you know, we get inundated not with corrections. We spend our time in front of media, and television, and the movies, and we look at some little brat kids down there. Oh, we're entitled to be safe. Okay, fine. Who's going to make you safe? You have to be willing to protect yourself. Oh, that's violent. Well, you're worried about violence. So what are you going to do, by the way, if, like I tweeted today, I said, what are you going to, I wonder what they're going to do the first time this generation gets their Kent State. You know, these people are not good. They get all freaked out by Trump. Don't they get the idea that if they turn all that power over to the government, they're going to get somebody much worse than Trump who will take advantage of it?
You know, I was actually thinking about Mike Pence. They said they worry about Trump, but what about Mike Pence?
Trump is a Boy Scout compared to that fascist.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what they said in the stage for. Like he said, it's like the Third Reich. I mean, they taking away the guns. They try to control the information, like get rid of legitimate news sources and stuff. And it's like they're the thought police. You think of something, they want to get you in jail. I mean, it's weird what's going on right now.
Oh, yeah. See, Trump, I don't have a problem with. Trump is what we used to call in the 60s heightening the contradictions. What does that mean? He causes the contradictions to be seen and to be obvious. If it wasn't somebody that heightened the contradictions, you wouldn't even see them. Until he got elected, just think about all the people you know that would say, oh, man, you know, Ron, I don't understand, man. Why you all off into this black thing, man? Everything is different, man. Right. All you got to do is, you know, you heard it.
Yeah, I hear all the time.
Whining and boo-hooing and crying.
Right.
Oh, Trump this. Oh, Trump that.